Vocal music of the Romantic period. How do you express your feelings? Is it through writing, painting, dancing, singing or acting? How do you feel when those emotions are not expressed? Vocal music is one of the best tools for expressing one's feeling. This form of expression became more evident during the Romantic period. Romanticism coincided with the Industrial Revolution in Western Europe that brought about the rise of socialism and capitalism. The Romantic period's basic quality is emotional subjectivity. Composers explore feelings of grandiosity, intimacy, unpredictability, sadness, rapture, and longing. Romantic artists found inspiration in landscapes. Their subjects were traditional myths, legends, and folklore that usually deal with the supernatural, grotesques, and less ordinary. Vocal music in this period requires singers to perform greater range of tone colors, dynamics, and pitch. Because of this, opera became an important source of musical expressions. The birth of the opera houses came. It was a place where all the arts converged, not only music, but poetry, painting, architecture, and the dance as well. Opera composers of the Romantic period. Franz Peter Schubert. The proper name for Franz Schubert's song is actually Lieder, which is the German word for songs. Schubert developed lieders so that they had a powerful dramatic impact on the listeners. He is considered the last of the classical composers and one the romantic ones. His famous vocal works and lieder were Gretchen im Springreid, Erlkönig, Ave Maria, Swan Song. He also wrote piano pieces, string quartets, operetta, and the Symphony No. 8 in B minor, Unfinished Symphony. Schubert was born the 31st of January 1797 in Himmelpfort-Grund, Austria, and died in 1828 in Vienna, Austria at the age of 31. Giuseppe Verdi. Verdi was born in Parma, Italy on October 9, 1813. He studied in Busto and later went to Milan where his first opera Oberto was performed in La Scala, the most important opera house at the time. Almost all of his works are serious love story with unhappy ending. Expressive vocal melody is the soul of Verdi opera. He completed 25 operas throughout his career. His final opera ends with All the World's Joke. Some of his famous operas are still being produced and performed worldwide. His much acclaimed works are La Traviata, Rigoletto, Falstaff, Otello, and Aida where he wrote for the opening of the Suez Canal. He died in Milan, Italy on January 27, 1901. Giacomo Puccini. Giacomo Puccini was born in a poor family on December 22, 1858 in Lucca, Italy. He studied at Milan Conservatory. He belonged to a group of composers who stressed realism, therefore, he drew material from everyday life, rejecting heroic themes from mythology and history. Puccini's famous operas were La Bohème, Tosca, Madame Butterfly, and Turandot. Richard Wagner. Wilhelm Richard Wagner was born in Leipzig, Germany on May 22, 1813. He attended Leipzig University. He was very much inspired by Ludwig van Beethoven. Wagner introduced new ideas in harmony and in form, including extremes of chromaticism. He also explored the limits of the traditional tonal system that gave keys and chords their own identities, which paved the way for the rise of atonality in the 20th century. His famous works are Tristan and Isolde, Die Valkyrie, Die Meistersinger Tannhauser, and Parsifal. His work would later influence modern film scores including those of Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings film series. Wagner died of a heart attack on February 13, 1883 at the age of 69. Georges Bizet. Georges Bizet registered with the legal name Alexander Caesar Leopold Bizet, but was baptized Georges Bizet and was always known by the latter name. He was born on October 25, 1838 in Paris, France. He entered the Paris Conservatory of Music at the very young age. Bizet became famous for his operas. His most famous opera is Carmen. However, when Carmen first opened in Paris, the reviews were terrible. The shows were criticized in horrible ways that resulted in poor audience attendance. During the first round of Carmen performances, Bizet died, June 3, 1875. He was only 36. 4 months later, Carmen opened in Vienna, Austria, and was a smash hit. It is now one of the most popular operas ever written. Bizet never knew that audiences would come to consider it as his masterpiece.